Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and it is Monday the 14th of June. Today we're going to talk about that broken can also be beautiful. It's not necessary to be perfect. Struggles can be seen as failures, or they can be seen as purpose, having a purpose, an opportunity for a rebirth into something brand new. And that's what Spirit wants to talk about today. Right. Okay. So right away, they seem to like this card. They keep bringing it back up. And movement, choices, decision. When you get a hold up or a failure or something that doesn't work out the way you want it to, it's usually to cause a movement in a different direction, to give you different choices. Exactly. To make you pause for a second and look into different doors. See what beautiful choices are there for you. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Have you been feeling that lately, Pisces? Right. Harmony, we always picture harmony as something that needs to be following the track that we are following. Without pause, without stops or starts. We picture harmony as, well, if it's going well, then we're in harmony. The thing is that sometimes the pauses and the failures or the spokes in the wheels are to help you get to a higher level of harmony, but we don't see them as that way. We see it as something that is there to screw us up and mix us up and make us awful or feel awful. We have to remember, all we're really doing is fulfilling our cycles. This is a contrast we live in. We come here to experience this. We give ourselves lessons to learn when we come. And that, to learn a lesson, you need to have the contrast between the light and the dark. For example, if you're always living in a light room full of white with no dark, you wouldn't know the difference. So when you fulfill these cycles, you have to look back on something. Did it go smoothly? Then great. Do it again. But if there were snags and pauses and you didn't stop to figure out what was going on, when you do reach the end of that cycle, this is the world card or the universe card in this deck, it's going to ask you to pause and look at it from a different viewpoint. And I think that's pretty great. Because at all parts of our lives, at different sections, Spirit is always asking us to look within, to figure out what's going on. I think that's pretty fantastic. Right, the disruption card, 3 major arcana, by the way. I love that. This one right here, disruption, would be the Tower card. They're really trying to put illumination on the cracks in the foundation. The stuff and the directions that you might be going into that are just not meant for you. Or they're really not going to serve you in the long run. They're trying to disrupt the pattern. And you have to really come into play or come into mind realizing that maybe this is what is happening. Maybe you're getting stopped and waylaid for a reason. There's a disruption happening because there is an imbalance in the way you're doing things. And that's really important, Pisces. It's really important to take into mind, to take into play when you're going in this direction. Okay, we have 3 cards coming out. We have the Wisdom card. I love this one. Complacency and renewal. Okay, so usually this represents challenges. So the reason we're getting slowdowns, slow-ups, things that aren't working is A, to get more wisdom on the situation. Whatever we're doing, there's something more we need to be looking at. There's something more we need to be doing. We're there to gain wisdom off of the situation, and it'll serve us well in the future. And that is why we are being held up, let's say, at the border at customs, okay? Because there's something that needs to be looked at. The other part of the reason you may be suffering a slowdown is because maybe you're doing the same thing over and over again and getting complacent. This is going to cause stagnancy and boredom. And Spirit doesn't want you to be stagnant or bored in the life that you're leading. They want you to be happy and excited and challenged and fulfilled. And that's important. Next one is renewal, of course. So it wants you to plant something and see it grow. Maybe what you have planted, I feel very much, is like, this is after the 7 of Pentacles, that you have assessed the situation, weeded the garden, had a transformation even, and started again. Sometimes it's important to start again. It's got that tower energy to it. It wants you to really take the time to figure out what you need to be looking at, Pisces, what you need to be staring at in the situation. It is an opportunity for renewal. It is an opportunity for rebirth. That's what we were talking about. It is so important that we take every single piece of life, not always as a challenge or such a hardship that we have to just overcome, but something to be observed, looked at, and cherished for what they are. Let's pull out a few more cards here. This is the 6 of Cups. It's been coming out a lot. In this case, it's saying memories of love, and it also memories of loss. A lot of what we are is shaped by who we were as children, and this card really always signifies that. You can have a lot of love as children, but you can have a lot of pain. And a lot of the things we do it out of security, of not feeling that loss or that pain. The thing is, we're here to live our lives, and we're not here to live it pain-free. We're here to live it with all the adventures it has to offer. And some of those adventures come up in our path so that we can heal some of these childhood things that have come up. So that we can make better choices. So that we can realize where the standstill is coming from. Where the decision-making process we do comes from. Do we base it from fear? Or are we basing it on faith? Very important. Right. As I said, part of transformation, right? This is all part of your renewal. Patience and planning. So I've already spoken of these, and I've already spoken of the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about patience, planning, looking at things, figuring them out. Okay, Pisces, sorry for the pause. I had to go answer the door. Okay, so as I was talking about patience and planning, right? So here is the Seven of Pentacles again. Exactly what I was talking about. Of course they would give me that. It's part of this renewal card. Assessing what needed to be changed so that the appropriate transformation can happen. So both these cards I was speaking about, which was the Death card and the Seven of Pentacles, both came out. Of course they did. Because they're, I guess you would call it validating what I'm talking about today. It's very important for you to just work on these things, Pisces. To not view them as such burdens. You ever hear people complaining, oh, this happened to me, that happened to me, why me, why me? Now, granted, there are some things that happen that are pretty god-awful. I've been through a few, and it's normal to ask those questions. But once you're done, maybe you should really sit with the question and say, why me? And really answer it. Why me? Not why me, more curiosity. Why? Why did this happen? What do I need to see? Is this a rebirth opportunity? Okay. So, sometimes it's to leave a situation behind. Emotional withdrawal. And sometimes it is to take a step back from the emotion itself. To go and sit and meditate. Think on it. Try to figure out what's going on. So that you can gain wisdom. I love that the green and the green are still here. Okay? Just like these reds are for igniting. This is death, so death is like the phoenix. It's got that fire energy. So it's really reigniting something that you need to be looking at this point. And then you reignite that passion. To get a new idea, but an idea that takes the stagnancy away from it. When you're in this Wands energy, there's no way that you can feel stagnant. You feel alive, renewed, such as this word. The complacency goes away, and everything starts just moving better. And it would have never happened if you didn't have that standstill in the middle, that review right here in the middle, such as I did with the cards. What did you need to look at, Pisces? What did you need to see to realize that something wasn't going, even though it may have appeared like it was going well and everything was fine, maybe it really wasn't. You have to remember that your inner spirit and the spirits that are with you on this journey, they know. They know how to help you in situations. They know how to propel you forward in what you need to learn. And sometimes your human brain thinks it knows, but it doesn't. It's propelling you in a different situation, in a different way. And your inner being, your strength of soul needs to step in to course correct, to help you out. So, broken, remember, can be beautiful. It doesn't mean that it's destructive. it doesn't mean that you have failed. It means that you have given yourself an opportunity to move forward, to learn, to see something that may have been unseen. Okay? So let's see here. I'm going to take one card, but I'm going to do an extended on this, Pisces. So please make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell up. All you need to know about me is in the description box below. I do not do personal readings, in case you were wondering. If anybody contacts you and tells you that I do, it isn't me. Just letting you know. So, if you have any questions, check the description box first. I'm revamping that, so I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. Think of someone wait a minute, you might not know now, but you will. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Okay? This is all falling into this reading. In other words, what you're doing now, sometimes you might not know why you feel like you've had that failure, but you will. I'm going to read in the back. Think of someone very, very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak them in that love. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak yourself in my love. Now feel it always, the universe. It's a little note from the universe. But the saying in the front is really what's important here. But it's important to love yourself as well. Don't treat yourself badly when you feel like you have failed. Like I said, failure is an opportunity to succeed. Failures are rarely there for nothing. Failures are there to show you something. Okay? So it's really important to pay attention to it. It's important to look and see what you needed to learn in the situation. What purpose did it serve? Alright, Pisces, I'm going to do an extended later, so please make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.